Welcome, everybody. I am Sean M. Smith. You are here on my channel, Sean Says, and this is the very first edition of Stuff I Think and Shouldn't Say. I do think it, and I want to be a help and resource to every community that I work within, but at the same time, I can't. Not all the time. Not with everybody. And there are some questions that are a little stickier than others that I get that don't make it to the show Let's Talk Marketing on Tuesdays at 2:15 on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So, what I wanted to bring up right now is a question that I was asked by someone that did not have a tremendous amount of budget to work with. They actually had been gifted something by a family member that had believed in their dream, which is cool. That's literally how so many filmmakers, like myself even, have gotten started out. And make no negative comments about this ensemble. This is it's cold here in Maryland, and I don't want to hear about it because my office is freezing, and for some reason it doesn't seem like the heat's kicking up upstairs. But anyway, they believed in them and their dream, and they knew that by supporting them, they're going to be doing something great and helping support the arts, which is something that Benefactor family member cared about. That's super, super cool. Well, guess what? The amount of money isn't pretty substantial. It's pretty inconsequential, but it's helpful. And he'd asked, I can't do a lot. I can't do these 5 things. I already have enough to make my movie, and I've raised enough with some crowdfunding. I've raised enough with some parent and family funding. But what I need to do is to go a little bit deeper and figure out what I can do with this money. If you want to be taken seriously, there's one thing. I'm going to bring up the index card like I did when I first started Let's Talk Marketing. There's one thing you can do to be taken more seriously than anyone else. Art assets. Wait, hold on. Let's put it in focus. Art assets. All right, listen. One of the shortcomings of so many creators is that you just figure that it's not going to be that difficult to make all of your own stuff because you can make creative things like a movie and a script. And you can hire actors, and you can talk to actors, and you know words, and know strategies, and know techniques to get people to do what you want to do and move them around like porcelain dolls or like little G.I. Joe figures in a sandbox. And it's beautiful. It is, and it's not a negative. But it's not the same to create visually striking images that tell a story that make people like me who don't know your film or your project care about your film or your project. If you want me to see you on Tubi and not look at your film and go, that looks like a bucket of yuck, I'm not watching that. You need to make sure that you have some stuff that's unifying. You need art assets. And I brought this up on Tuesday on Let's Talk Marketing 4. I had said that one of the first things you need to do within the first 30 to 90 days before and after your actual film is getting ready to come out, you need to make sure that you have coordinated all of your priming of your art assets for social media, personal profile, film profiles, production company profiles. You need everything to be consistent. You don't want to talk about the film in a different way, a different quote. You want the same poster. You want no variations. You don't do variations because you think it looks cool. It may look cool. It's confusing for the consumer. Again, the consumer is going to see you 6 to 8 times before they know who you are or maybe get an opinion of you. If in that 6 to 8 times they see 2 different variations, you've now taken that 1, 2, 3 linear path and split it. The brand recognition now gets split, and you have to move up through it. It's not a fair consumer journey. You're not using a very fair user journey that's going to make that person care about you. They just won't. And you're already in a losing battle. The market is saturated with good films from very large distributors, from very large publishers, and very large networks. And you're trying to shoehorn your way in. The worst thing you can do is do what they do well, and they do it simply. And I know because I've been there. It's a business and a factory, and they do it easily. They do great work, but to them it's hey Marcy, film's coming out, we got 6 months, we need a preliminary teaser poster, then 2 months later we're going to need this, and there's a schedule because they've got project managers that are on it. You do not have that luxury. You are just you and maybe one other person. So you need to not look like crap. the best you can do. So how do we do that? Take your money, split your money. If you have $2,000, and that's not what this person has, but let's say that that's what you have. Let's say you have $2,000, split it down the middle. Take $1,000 and you go to Upwork and you hire some people to create your brand look and feel. You're obviously going to be consulting on this, right? You're going to be there the whole step of the way. You're going to create the job jacket. You're going to, meaning the entire job itself for them. You're going to be opening it for them to work within the parameters of, and then you're going to put stuff together with that person that you're going to be proud of. Because the most important thing is this: your movie can be really shitty, and it might be, and that's okay if it is. But if people looking at it at first glance think that it's not, and they hit the button and they watch a little bit, and that gets you a bit of revenue or recognition or counts as a play, and it does something for your notoriety going forward that makes a network want to work with you later, you've won. That is a win. And that is what you're going for, my friends. So if you're offered a tiny bit of money, a small sum, and I'm like holding my arm all weird. I'm playing tennis. Listen, if you have a tiny bit of money that you could use for anything valuable, that's what you're going to do. Art assets. Are there other things? Could you hire someone to do done with you consulting like me? Yes, but you're not going to get me for that kind of money because of the depth of the process that we go through together. That's not what it works, how it works. And I don't want to do that to you because it's a disservice. I'm going to say, as a friend to all of you, the biggest help I can give you is this. You can read up, like Jason Horton stuff. I bring up Jason again and again, and I'm talking to him tomorrow. You can look up really great consumers and strategic minds in the space. You can find their channels and get great tips. But you need to speak to a person that's worked in marketing and looked at film from the opposite direction before you're going to get it. And it took me working in marketing and working with a person trying to put out a film that was explaining to me how we were trying to do it and how it needed to be done for a change and done differently before I was like, I get this. I get look and feel. I get lock logos, and I get all the marketing lingo. Of course, I've been doing this for 17 years. But what you really need to get is that everything is an opportunity to make an impression and not a first impression. Remember, 6 to 8 before someone will remember who the hell you are. So don't screw up those 6 to 8 impressions. Give yourself an opportunity. All right, guys, that's Friday. Hopefully, I'll see you on Tuesday. Let's talk marketing number 5, which was the Mega Powers Explode WrestleMania. I think I'm making a reference to WrestleMania every single time I can. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Peace out, and we'll talk soon. Bye.